Here we go. Hello, hello, everybody. Today we have a super exciting guest all the way from Sweden. This is a dance teacher in Stockholm Dance School, who's also a performer of salsa dancing. Junior, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here with you guys in New York in the world. So thank you for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much. Thank you for coming. So I just wanted to share a little bit of how I discovered you because I am in New York and you are in Sweden. And like I mentioned before, we have also a salsa dance school here in New York, Salsa Sabrosa. And our teacher shared some videos of you guys dancing on his social media. And I believe you guys were here also in New York. And then I was just, oh my gosh, I love your energy. You guys are like super, super awesome. And I was just curious to have you on and talk a little bit about your journey of dancing and hope that some people feel inspired. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do and how did you get started with dancing?
As you just explained, I'm a dance teacher in Stockholm, Sweden. I've been there. I've been teaching. I don't know, maybe 10 years at that school, something like that. I think. I have always liked to dance. All my life, I love to dance. When I was young, me and my friends. I don't know how you say in English. Before high school, you have something else. Before high
Junior
school, it's
high
like
school.
yeah, junior high school. So when I was in junior high school in my city, we went to different school, other schools to compete and just dance. When they have like a party, they always had like a competition. And me, and my two best friends, we went there and we now we're going to win this. We're gonna win in this school. We're gonna win in this school. So we went around to different schools just to dance. So I mean, I always liked to dance. But then
Wow.
I'm so but then I think I met like a girlfriend on in high school that danced salsa. So she taught me a little bit. So I was dancing a little bit. So I knew a few figuras, knew a few I don't know, well figures. And my city is like 30 minutes from Stockholm, 35 minutes from Stockholm. So
Oh.
it's not that big. So you basically know everyone in your own age, more or less. And when I was out dancing, it was a guy, Carlos is his name. He has a dance school in my city. So he was like, "You need to come and dance salsa with me." And every time I saw him, he was like, "You need to come and dance salsa with me." And I was like, "Oh, Carlos, por favor, Carlos." But after a while, after like 10 times, I was like, "Okay, Carlos, I'm coming." And then I was hooked on salsa.
Oh, how fun is that? That's what I hear. People get hooked on it. Once you're in it, it's
Yeah,
like you just love it. And then
yeah.
how did you end up teaching it? How did you decide that this is what you want to do for a living? Was there something that made you kind of push you to make that for a living? Because a lot of people can just get an office job and they could just, like what made you decide to do that for a living?
I don't think if I decided it, it was like more that it happened. It was more like it happened. During that time, the salsa it was not so very big in my city or in Stockholm. So if you danced a lot that I did, then you get good very very quick, fast.
Hmm.
Obviously.
Yes.
So then they asked me, do you want to give classes? And I was like, yeah, I can give classes. But during that time, I was not good. But maybe I was the best dancer in that city at that time. But I was now I looking back, I was like, oof, what am I doing? So that's how it started. So I was started giving classes in my city, and my friend Carlos, who has this dance school in my city, he also worked with salsa here in Stockholm. Now I live in Stockholm, and then he took me to the dance school, and I started giving classes there as well.
Wow, what a beautiful journey. So you were just dancing because you enjoy it, you love it, and people started asking you to teach them because they wanted to experience that. And little by little, I feel like it just grew and grew, and you just kind of started doing
Yeah,
that for a living. That's such a beautiful
yeah.
story. Thanks for
but
sharing. I love it. What would you
but
say are some benefits from dancing? Like, what do you think is the effect that dance has on the
the best
physical
thing,
body,
the
the
best thing.
emotional body?
It's a lot of things. It's hard to just pick out just one thing. But I would say it's like meeting people for me. It's like an education. every new people I meet, it's like I learn something, and now I have these blessings that I can give classes. So I meet a lot of people, and every day I learn new things. It's like better than, for me, it's better than university, better than the school, because the people I meet educate me. So it's like that. I think that is the best thing. I get like new perspectives
Perspective,
of
yes, yes.
perspective of things that I didn't know. So my mind is more open now than I started, because I met a lot of people from different countries, from different ages. You know what I mean? So I think
Yeah, that's so true. That's exactly what's happening here. And when we go to the salsa class here,
mm,
you get people from all different countries. Absolutely, such a variety of people because we just connect through dance. Everybody connects through dance. And then you have like this community that just
yeah.
builds from that joy. I love it. What would you say are some of the Thanks for sharing. What would you say are some of the lessons you learned about yourself, about life as you were going through your journey? Like, what are some of the favorite things you learned about yourself, about life as you were
But
growing and learning? You could say like the
uh,
one or two things.
I mean, I would say be humble, because I mean, when you start something, uh, when you don't know anything, then you think you know everything. But when you start doing something, then you know, oh shit, oh, it's a lot of things you don't know about this particular thing. It's like when you're a kid, you maybe know minus or plus, but then you start in school, you see it's division, it's like a lot of things, and then you get like humble, because it's a lot of things that you don't know. It's the same with the dance. I mean, you can never know everything about salsa. You can never know everything about dance. You can never know everything about people, because everybody is unique, right? So you get humble when you get new perspective. You get humble when you see that, oh, I don't know this and I don't know this. I need to learn this. And the more you learn, there's more you know that don't know. You understand? You understand me?
I know that's exactly so true. That's exactly
So
true. In the beginning, yeah, you feel like you know everything, but you don't really know everything.
no, when I was a kid, maybe 15, I don't know, I thought I knew everything, because I lived in my city, my small city. But the more you travel, the more you study, I mean, or the more you meet new people, the more things you do, then you know that you don't know so much. And that thing I like to have with me, because then I think I get more humble to situations. I get more humble to people I meet, for example, or things I want to do.
Yeah,
So
I
I think
agree.
that
I agree. That's such a beautiful takeaway. I totally understand what you're saying. Yes, I feel like that's exactly how it is. And that's how you grow when you're open to
yeah,
learning, when you're open to new ideas. That's how
yeah,
you
yeah,
grow.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you think you already know everything, you're not going to learn anything new. You're just going to be like, ah, I'm good.
So I mean, even though I give classes in salsa and rumba, I always feel like a student. I call myself like a student of salsa, even though I give classes. So I think that
Oh.
mindset will help me to learn new things, and show people that you always can learn new things, even though you give classes or don't give classes. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
uh,
that's so true. I totally, totally understand what you're saying. That's exactly it. Thank you for sharing. What would you say is something that um, people people sorry, that people don't know about dancing? That is kind of like a misconception. Like, for example, let's say they think, oh, you're just learning steps and that's it. Like, but it's a little more than just learning steps. Like,
oh,
meaning, like, for example, is it also help with your physical fitness? Do you feel better physically? Do you feel better emotionally? Is there
oh
like
yeah,
an
of course.
effect it has more than just step left, step right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's I used to say this on my classes, that it's like you do steps. It's good for your health, right? Because you move your body. But also, it's like how do you say this? It's like a mental stimulation, because you need to remember the steps. I mean, you work with your brain. So I mean, you use the whole body, basically, not only arms or feet or the chest or the shoulder. I mean, you use even the brain. So I mean, I think people only think like, okay, it's music and I dance. but it's more than that.
Yeah, I feel like exactly because like for me also when I take the salsa dance classes we have here, you come in there and if you're feeling bad, if you're in a bad mood, if you're having a stressful week, you come out of there so happy.
Yeah,
All is good.
yeah.
You're
No,
just renewed.
no, but as well, I need to say, maybe this is sad to say, but the dance also helped me because I didn't feel good early in my life. I mean, I felt very bad, depression and things like that. So, uh, you do bad things to yourself. But I must say, and I have given thanks to my friend Carlos because he saved my life. Because otherwise, I don't know what direction in my life I would take him. But that the dance gave me like a meaning of life. You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
and when you do your
Yeah.
dance, you know as well when you are at the spot in your vibe, in your zone, you forget everything. The sad things, the bad things. You just live for the moment and just enjoy. And after it's like, oh, what happened? Oh my God, what just happened? And you feel like,
That's exactly it.
yeah,
That's how I feel also. Yeah, it literally just like recharges you. But thanks for sharing. What a beautiful story you shared about before you were not feeling so well and you didn't know what to do. And then dance kind of saved you and gave you like something positive in your life. It gave you kind of something new and something happy. And it really can make that kind of a difference. I feel like it
yeah,
really can. And people don't, I think it was a little bit of a similar for me before I started dancing. It was like maybe like right after college or a little bit. I was introduced to it a little bit. Same thing. I was just sad. I didn't know what to do. And then my coworker was like, "Did you ever take a dance class?" I was like, "No." She's like, "You should try to take a dance class." And then I take the class, and I was like, "What just happened?"
yeah, it's
I
like that.
feel like I feel like reborn. I feel like so
Yeah,
happy. And
it's
then
like
I
a life
just
before dance and after dance. Start dancing.
yes, exactly. I feel like because it's a physical movement, it's the music, it's the joy, it's all of it together, it's the people that you meet, it's all of it together creates this kind of different experience that is not your everyday experience if you're not into dance. It's not something you should do. And then you're like, oh, well, that's pretty amazing. So walk us back to your, I guess, upbringing. You said you grew up in Sweden, but a little bit away from Stockholm.
Yeah,
What was your upbringing like? Do you have siblings? And then how did you get to Stockholm?
I went to Stockholm basically for the best dancers lives in Stockholm. So I mean, it's not very far. It's like 35 minutes or something with the metro from my city. But it was more like easy to live here. I could be more spontaneous to be close to the dance school, to have the studio. So basically, it was to dance more and to develop my salsa and hang out with people that had the same mindset as I had and train as much as I can. So,
That's so
but
cool. That's so cool. I
for my
love
family,
it.
I have a sister. Uh, I don't have any kids, but she has like 4 kids. So that's good. I can be like the nice Theo, the nice, how do you say it? Uncle,
Uncle, uncle. Yeah, yeah, uncle. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, so it sounds like it was a very exciting kind of journey getting to Sweden, and now I feel like you guys perform, right? You travel to different European countries to perform and share that joy with others.
Yeah.
um, Another question I have is what is a favorite quote or life that you live by? What is it that's like a really good quote that you live by in life? Like what a rule or a rule that you follow in life?
I always try to follow my heart. I mean, that I feel is right. That is what I need to do. So when I have my doubts, I always go where my heart says, "Okay, you should go this way, Junior." Then I try to follow it. And then I don't try to look back, because even though maybe it's not the heart can say wrong things maybe, but even when you're there, then you learn new things, and you need to take it from there. So whatever has happened, I have learned something, and then I can go forward, whatever.
Oh my
So
God, yeah, that's
just
so exactly what it is. A lot of times people make a decision without like feeling their heart or their intuition, and then
yeah,
you're upset or you're sad because you didn't do what you really wanted to do. And then you're like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. So that's important that you are following your intuition, your heart center, whatever it is guiding you to do. That's
yeah.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that.
I, I think you regret it, even though I choose wrong. I think it's easier to not regret it if you have done it with the heart, or with the brain. You know what I mean? Because then I choose with the heart. But when I choose with the brain, I'm like, oh my God, I should done this because I felt it more. So I think that's why I try to always listen with my heart or my stomach, as we say in Sweden. So,
Have you always kind of done that, or is that something you learned along the way?
no, I mean, I learned by the way, of course. Because I mean, the society, my parents, they like, you need to choose with your brain now. This is more, this is better for your future. You need to do this or that. But I mean, I don't think it's bad to choose with your brain or other parts of the body. But for me, it's best with the heart. So I just can speak from my perspective.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think exactly what you said, because there is a lot of pressure in family pressure, the society
Yeah,
pressure to do specific structure of this is what you're supposed to be doing, this is how it's supposed to go. Don't feel it, just do because the brain kind of tells you to. But then I guess sometimes we realize that that doesn't make us happy, that we're not really enjoying that society norm, and
yeah,
and then like something is off here. Wait a minute, that doesn't bring me happiness. And then I guess you learn to listen to what your feeling is. What do you feel like you should be doing? Where does your soul guide you to do? And then you kind of give it
yeah.
a try, right? You got to give it a
Of
chance.
course,
It's like you
yeah,
don't
of
know
course,
for sure, but you have that feeling,
yeah.
right? And then you're like, let me try
But
it.
but most of the time, I mean, if you choose wrong, most of the time you I mean, you can go back or
Correct it.
choose the other direction. So it's not, I mean, it's not impossible to change your decision.
Oh, I
But
like
at least
that. Even if you choose wrong, you can go back and do a different direction. It's not like it's like the one and all.
no, yeah, or take the decision from that position you are. I mean, so I mean, most of the time the alternative, they don't disappear. You know what I mean? So you always can make a better decision if it was a bad decision. So I
I
mean,
like that. That
I don't
kind of
know.
takes the pressure off of it, because you feel like, do I do this or do I not do this? You don't know for sure if it's right or not. But this kind of takes
No,
the pressure off. Like even if you get it wrong, you can always adjust it. You can always turn left, turn right. It's not
yeah,
like
yeah,
I,
yeah. I mean, when I was going to choose, how do you say, high school, I remember my parents was like, you need to study this because it's very good, and I didn't feel for it, but I did it. And during that time, I thought it was the biggest decision in my life. But now when I'm big, I'm like, it doesn't matter, because I could now when I'm grown up, I can go back, or I can do whatever. It's still not, it's over for me. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I
So
like it.
I can
I
start
like it.
studying now if I want to, whatever. I mean, I don't think it's too late to do things. That's my mindset.
I love it. That's exactly, I feel like, is the key to following your intuition, following your heart center, because
Yeah.
yeah, you're kind of jumping into something that's unknown. You don't know, but you're feeling it, and then
Mhm.
you see if it works or not. Okay,
Mm.
thanks for sharing. The next question I have is, what is some of the best advice that someone gave to you that you like? Did somebody ever give you like a really good advice?
Oof, that was the hard question.
Or maybe there was something you read somewhere or in a book that you really like.
Uh, um, I don't know actually. Maybe if you believe in if you
yourself?
I think if you I think my friend said when I was younger or like a older family like uncle or something like if you believe in something just follow it. I
Oh.
mean you do it, but you need to do it like you need to be focused when you do it. So just follow what you believe in and do it.
Oh, that is
I
so
think
important. That's so
maybe
important.
that's
Yes.
maybe that's maybe why I follow my heart all the time. Okay, I want to do this. My heart says this. Now I go there. I will do this. I don't
Your
know
uncle
when
is
we're
a
talking
smart
about it.
one.
Yeah, now when we're talking about it, is maybe from there my thoughts are coming. I don't know. Maybe.
If you feel it, believe it and do it.
Yeah, but then you need to be focused and just do it. I mean, yeah,
I
maybe.
love it. I love it. Okay, okay. So thanks for sharing that. So now, if you were to go back to your younger self, let's
Mhm.
say before you went to Stockholm, would you say anything to yourself? Would you give yourself any advice, or you wouldn't change anything? Would you like to say something to your younger self?
Yes, maybe I would maybe say to myself that don't take everything so serious. I
Oh,
mean, I think people thinks everything is too serious. I mean, whatever it is. I mean, something they take things so serious that they forget other things that's important in life. You know.
yeah, I like
And I
that
was
exactly because sometimes we like focus on this one
yeah
thing and we stress about it and we're like,
yeah.
but it's
So
not as big as we make it out to
no,
be.
no, no, no. It's in our brain that make it big, and I think sometimes you feel a lot of stress and a lot of pressure, but the most of the pressure come from yourself, your brain. That's what I think.
That's
I think
exactly
that
it.
what
We
happened
give
to me.
ourselves more pressure than there really
Yeah,
is. It's us. Oh
yeah.
my God, that's so true.
So that's what we say to myself because I was like stressed all the time, and you know that I told you before that I had like a depression, and I was like focused too hard on wrong things, and I gave myself too much pressure in everything I did. But I mean, most of the time, everything just gets solved in somehow, you know. So
Yeah, that's
I mean,
exactly true.
and what I know, you only have like one life. Then I think you should like disfrutar la vida, enjoy the life in the best way you can, and just follow your heart as much as you can, you know. So
That's
so you need
beautiful.
to you need to live in the moment. You know what I mean, like that.
That's so beautiful. I wish more people did that. I really wish more people did that because I feel like it's one of those things you learn along the way, the hard way. Like
Yeah.
you said, first you get it wrong. First you are all miserable and depressed and
Mm.
you're too stressed. And then you
Yeah.
realize that's not working for you.
No, no, no.
And then you're like, wait a minute, there's got to be a different way to live. And little by little, I feel like you discover like
Yeah.
let's say through dance, right? First that you had your dance experience and kind of opened up your heart a little bit to a joyful experience. And I feel like was that kind of how you started to let go a little bit and kind of be more in the present moment? Is that how
Yeah.
that happened?
Yeah. Of course, it's like that.
Uh,
Yeah. And you know when something goes wrong, it's easy to stay in that negative mind. I don't know how to say in English. I mean, but
yeah, negativity.
don't
Yeah.
your negativity, but don't be there too long. I mean, you should maybe calculate some things, but don't stay there forever. It's easy to get stuck there. But I mean, if you look up and then always it always comes new alternatives or options or ways to go.
Oh my
So
God, that's so amazing. Yes, a lot of the times when we're in the negativity, we tend to stay
yeah,
there for a long time
yeah.
and then it's hard to get out. But what you're saying is don't stay there too long and look
No,
up because
because
maybe
it's easy
there's
to be there.
another, yeah,
Yeah. It's easy to just be just end up there.
Yes, that's such a cool clue. I think that's a very good rule to live by. Don't stay there too long and look up at maybe another opportunity, maybe another idea. Maybe it's
Yeah,
just a
yeah, yeah,
different day. Something else might come up that will change the situation. You don't have to stay in the negativity. It's just your own mind that's making you stay there. So you can choose to get
mm,
out of it if you want. It's a choice you
yeah,
can make and then be open to whatever
yeah,
is next.
yeah. But and
Oh, that's beautiful.
I have really good friends and family. So when I'm stuck there too long, they're like, Now, Junior, you need to look up again. Yeah, we know that you can do it." And then I'm, oh yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. You're right. I need to get up there again. So
That's beautiful. I think that that's so important to do. And then you can kind of go to the next step and go to the next step and go to the next step. And a lot of times you do find something better. You do find something positive
yeah,
in the next situation, which you didn't even
yeah,
see coming. Sometimes it surprises you.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing. The next question I have is, how do you, because from what I'm feeling is I feel like you are more on the calm energy and not as stressed. How do you stay more calm in your lifestyle? Do you have any mindset or tips
Right
to?
now I'm calm because I've been sick for like 2 weeks.
Oh
I caught a flu or something, so now I feel very like low. But
Oh, well, thanks
but
for doing this anyway. But I feel like in
uh,
general, you don't stress too much, I feel like.
no, no. But
Wow.
I'm a person who has a lot of energy. So what I need to do is like to what I do is put my energy in the dance. So or the gymnasio, the how do you say, where you go lift weights.
Gym, yes, the
The
gym.
gym, yeah, the gym. So when I've done it, then I feel very calm, very relaxed. So that's what I do to
Yeah,
stay
you
calm.
release that stress, you
Yeah,
release the
release it.
extra,
Yeah,
yeah, and then you can stay. That's true. That's true. Physical activity really
yeah,
does a lot. It
yeah.
does.
And physically,
Uh,
like we talked before. I mean,
the
physically
physical
activities.
activity.
Yeah, they it's good for your brain as well, right? So your brain feel relaxed too after those activities. It's not only the body for me. So
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so true.
then I
I'm the
feel calm.
same.
Then I
Yeah,
feel
yeah, yeah,
calm.
yeah. Whenever I'll have like a really stressful work week or a really stressful whatever, anything going on, if you just disconnect from that and go do something on the physical level, like I'll take a yoga class or a dance class
Yeah.
or yeah, swimming, whatever it is, the brain kind of relaxes. The brain
Yeah.
stops go, 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 and it's like
Yeah.
chill.
But now I
That's so
really need to
true.
do something because I've been home for 2 weeks and now I'm like looking forward to dance and go to the gym and meet friends again, go to the cinema or something like that because I'm so
Oh.
bored to be home.
Yeah,
So
you kind of crave that. Then the body really is in
yeah,
looking for it because you feel so good. You're like, where
yeah.
is that?
So this conversation with you is the funnest I had for 2 weeks.
Oh, thank you
So I'm very
so much.
thankful to be here and we talk with you with the great energy that you have.
Oh, thank you. That's cool. I love that. Well, it's all the dancing. Must be all the
Yeah,
dancing. Oh my God. No, I love your energy. Look at even when you were sick, you're still such a positive energy. It's still such a beautiful energy. I love your energy, like obsessed. It's like I feel like for me, like even though we are in New York and you said like before, we have a lot of different cultures here. We have a lot of different backgrounds of people. Some are like really go, go, go New York people, some are like more open and chill people. So sometimes like I crave more chill people and they will
mm.
have such a good chill vibe. And I'm like, I want to talk to you more.
Oh, I
Beautiful
love New
vibe.
York. I love New York. I felt like home there because in Sweden it's a lot of, I know how to say this respectfully. It's like it's a lot of white people here. You know
But the more
what I say that?
reserved, right? Like
Yeah,
the
no,
more.
no, but I mean, in New York, I felt like home because nobody's like looking at me very, very much because it's a lot of me in New York. You know what I mean? It's a lot of
Oh
brown people.
wow,
It's
I
a lot
didn't
of
even
mixed
think about
people.
that. That's right.
But it,
Your look a little different than Sweden
yeah.
people.
So when you enter a party here in Sweden, I mean, it's like sometimes it's only white people and they're like, look, 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 look. I mean, it's Swedish people, Vikings. But in New York, it didn't happen to me. It was like they treat me like I was one of them.
Normal, like
Yeah,
everybody
normal. It's
else.
normal. Yeah, it's normal. And I was like, yeah, this
Oh,
is cool. I feel home here.
oh wow! I didn't even think about that. That's true. In New York, it would be normal. We wouldn't
Yeah, it
even.
is. You have the old cultures. You have different people. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, that's why I really love to be there.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, now you gotta come visit again for
Yeah,
sure, for sure.
for
The
sure.
next question I have is, um, who are, I try to ask this to everybody, who are the three people in your life that, like, throughout your whole life that have influenced you in some way? Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your siblings, maybe it's your friends. Who
Uh,
are three people that influenced you in a positive way in your life?
my sister for sure. Uh,
Oh,
she's my baby sister, but she's my older sister. All my life she has taken care of me. I mean, I'm kind of not shy, but I'm kind of not like her. She's more like
outgoing,
forward,
loud.
outgoing. Yeah, loud, more than me. So she has always like, this is my brother. Don't touch him. Or if something happened to me in school, she was like, who's this? No, it's my friend. It's my friend. So she has always like taken care of me in that kind of way. She loves me a lot, and I feel her love.
Oh,
So she's definitely one of the persons that means
that made a
a
big
lot.
influence on you. It means a lot to you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so beautiful. I love that. She was like, "That's my brother. You guys better be
Yeah.
nice."
I remember when I was like 5 years old and she was like 3 years old, and the older children where I lived, they were like making fun of me, but not in a bad way. But then she came from nowhere and started to fight with them because she thought they were mean to me. She was like 3 years old.
Oh, she's very protective. I love
Yeah,
it.
she was so protective. I should be more protective, but I know that she's doing okay. So
Yeah, sounds like she can take care of herself.
yeah, for sure.
She's a
And also,
tough one.
yeah,
So
she's a
you
tough
have
one.
very different personalities from you and your sister. You're on the quiet side and then more chill, and she's more like outgoing, very different
Outgoing, yeah, I would
personalities.
say that. Yeah, I would say that. And then, of course, the other person is Carlos, the guy who took me into the salsa scene. Of,
Yeah,
so
he's
he's yeah,
he definitely
uh,
influenced you a lot. Yeah.
yeah. And then I would say, of course, my parents, but then I would say my how do you say this? My grandma, the mother of my dad.
Grandmother,
So
yes.
yeah,
How did she
grandmother.
influence you?
I think she influenced me in the way how you should treat people. You know, um, she never saw people in colors. She never saw people in like in how do you say gender. She was like everybody are the same, and you should treat everybody like
The
they
same.
wish to get treat. I mean, you know what I mean?
Like you want to
Uh,
be treated. Treat everyone like you want to be treated. Treat everybody the
no,
same.
maybe not like that because maybe I want to be treated in some way, but maybe my friend doesn't want to be treated the same way as me. So maybe you know what I mean. Not maybe as I would like to be
Oh.
treated. I mean more like how the person would like to be treated.
Oh,
You
that's
understand how I mean?
interesting.
So she taught me more like that because I don't know. I think I was playing with my sister and I hit her and like you do when you're a kid. And she was like, don't hit your sister. And I was like, but she can hit me. Yeah, but maybe she doesn't like it. You should treat the people that they would like to be treated, not like you want to be treated, because
Oh,
that can be different, you know.
wow. I never thought of
Uh,
it that way.
so she was very good, and for me, she was good.
That's amazing. That's an amazing lesson to learn in life. Yeah, because then you kind of you put yourself in other people's shoes. You understand from their perspective
Yeah,
how would they want to be treated, that would not upset them, that would make them kind of feel accepted, that would make them feel
exactly.
good. You kind of accept everybody as they are. You don't try to like
Yeah, more like that.
say, "Oh, I don't like you because you don't speak the same language." "Oh, I don't like you
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you know."
yeah. As long as they're kind, I mean,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
me too.
So
As long as people are kind, we're good.
mm, or respectful, how
and
you say.
respectful. Wow, so your grandmother definitely, I feel like, had an influence on you because I feel
Yeah, of
like
course.
you have that energy. You kind of do accept everyone. You're not like, oh, I'm gonna judge you, or I'm not gonna like you, you know. You accept people as they are.
I try to
That's
do it. It's hard because it's easy to judge people, but I always try to not judge people uh, and talk to them, and then maybe I can judge them by their words or by the actings, but not only to see them. I mean,
oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't judge just by the cover, right? Talk to them, get
yeah,
to
yeah,
know
exactly like
them,
that. Yeah,
and then you might find them very interesting or not.
yeah, 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 yeah. Of course.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thanks for sharing them. Okay, what would you say are, do you ever like read any books at all? Do you have any like favorite books that you like that are
Uh, uh,
really good? You
no,
don't?
no. Sorry, I don't think I have read the book, a whole book in whole my life. I think I have this. I don't know how you say this in English. I have this like H HD
Oh,
HD. How do you say it?
yeah, 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 ADD or HDAD, where you are like you,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
hard to
yeah,
focus on just
yeah, yeah,
reading. It's
yeah,
hard
yeah,
to
yeah,
focus
yeah,
on the reading.
yeah,
Yeah, so you're more
yeah,
active. You like
yeah.
more
I'm more active.
activities.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, you like my brother. My brother is like that too. He's very active. He's like, he doesn't read anything ever.
Yeah. I would love to read, but I can't stay focused for such a long time.
You like movement. So then you pick the right thing for you. Dancing is the
Yeah, I
right.
did.
That's exactly what you will shine in because you're so, your personality really matches
Yeah,
the dance. Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's cool. And another question I have is, that's funny. I was gonna ask you, how do you accept people without judgment? We just talked about that. That's
Yeah,
exactly what we
yeah.
talked about. That's funny. I was gonna ask, and we already talked about it. Um, how to, so how do you, it's just like an example, because a lot of times in our life we want to control the situation. We stress out about a situation. We want to control it, and because we want to see how it comes out. What is a way to kind of let go of control and not worry as much of how things are going to go? Do you ever kind of have certain mindset that you have without stressing and controlling situations?
That is really, really hard. But what I try to do, if I know I will be in a position where I'm not used to being, I try to study a lot about how do you say? I try to get a lot of information how it is in that situation. You know what I mean? So if, I don't know how to give example. I mean, I try to get information of the situation before I do it, even though it's hard. I mean, ask people how is it to do that, or try to
Yeah,
read on the internet or whatever. So
yeah,
the more information you have, the more calm I feel about the situation. But of course, sometimes you end up in a situation. I mean, unguarded. Uh, then I just need to. I trust my flow. I
yes,
trust my.
it's about
I just
being in
trust my.
flow. You trust your
Yeah,
flow. Yeah,
yeah.
and then it
I
just
trust myself.
comes.
Yeah.
I love it. And the other thing about information, it really does calm the mind when you have more information, more knowledge about the
Yeah.
situation, you stress less. It's
Yeah.
true, you stress less because you're like, it's not so unknown anymore. You have
Yeah.
more knowledge about it.
Yeah. But for example, sometimes if I go to another dance school in another city that I don't know, every class I have, I still feel nervous before I'm going to do it. I feel very nervous, you know. But if I go to another city to
Because
have
it's
a dance
unknown, it's
class,
something new.
yeah. Then I like read about the dance school. I look videos if they have videos. I can see the crowd, how the crowd like look, and how the crowd act, how they do their steps. So I try to always collect information so I feel more calm. Then
That's
maybe
good.
then maybe the information is not correct, but then I feel calm anyway. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's a very good tip. I feel like that's a very good tip to have because I feel like that stress comes from not knowing what it is. It's like you don't have, it's new, it's unknown, and
Yeah,
that's where you kind of tend to panic. People tend to
yeah.
panic a little bit because it's unknown.
But I
But
think it's like we talked about before. I mean, the panic and all the stress, it comes from yourself, right? So if I fool my brain and look videos and read about the dance school, then suddenly I feel calm, even though maybe it's not the correct information, but whatever, I feel calm. Then I can do my job. So I mean,
yeah, a lot of times we create it in our mind. It's not
yeah,
real. We literally create a
yeah,
story in our mind with
yeah,
our thoughts. Where we create a story, oh, this is going to be so difficult. Oh, this is going to be so scary. But it's really
yeah.
not as scary as we created in our mind. A
No,
lot
no,
of
no, no,
times
no,
when
no.
you get to the situation, you realize, wait, this is not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Exactly like that.
It's in your mind. That's so true.
Yeah.
Perfectly said. See, you know life. You know life. You see so many people. I feel like you learned a lot. What are some of the things you learned from your students? Because I know you mentioned you meet so many people and you learn a lot about people and yourself. What are some of the things you learned from your students about yourself, about life, about people?
Oof, I think
Because you learn all the time. Because every time you
yeah,
meet,
but
you learn something
I
new.
I think that my personality reflects all my students more or less, you know,
Oh.
and my family, of course, and my friends. So I think that it's hard to just pick out just one things, but I think the best way to answer your question is like my personality like reflects everything I learned from the students I had. Uh,
Oh.
so that maybe would be the answer.
Yeah, of course, because you kind of hang out in that circle and they influence you, they influence your behavior, you watch them, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's okay to joke around and laugh. People like laughter, or be like, oh no, it's okay to, because like you watch how they react to you, and then you
Yeah.
learn, what works better, what doesn't work better, right?
Yeah, but as well after my classes, a lot of the time I like to invite everybody. I mean, I like to go and take a. In Swedish, we fika a lot. Fika is like having a coffee. It's like big in
Coffee?
Sweden. Everybody's fika all the time. The word is fika. I think there are coffee where you can buy coffee in New York and Manhattan. There's this like a Swedish like where you can buy coffee. The name is
Is it
fika because
like
it's a
coffee?
Swede.
It's called
Yeah,
fika, but it's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
coffee. It's kind of like
Yeah,
coffee.
it's coffee, but you gather a lot of people and then you fika, we say. Then you drink coffee, talk, and things like that. We
Oh,
do it
you
for
get to
hours in
chat.
Sweden. Yeah, chat. We do it for hours in Sweden. I mean, if you get home to a new person, it's like fika. Then we drink coffee and we talk and we fika.
Oh, so
So
after classes, you guys get together. Sometimes you
yeah,
go drinking coffee or a fika, and then that's you
whatever.
get to know each other.
Yeah, sometimes you take a beer, sometimes you take water, whatever. But sometimes when I have my last class, I used to say, "How many of you would like to go have a fika or to have a coffee, whatever?" So then we go and then I get to know them better. And I mean, that's the reflection on me because then I get to know them more. They talk about their life and they share things with me, and I share things with them. And so
That's
I really, I
beautiful.
really, I really try to get to know the. I mean, I have a lot of students, but at least I try to do it with the mayoría, the most of them. Like,
Yeah. It sounds like you do have a lot of different personalities, a lot of different people that you interact with, and you learn
yeah,
so much. And then, what would you say is like something that most of them like have in common? For example, like do most people have the same kind of things that they worry about? Do they have like similar stress situations? Like, do they have certain things that are in common?
with me, common with me, you mean?
Uh,
Or you
no,
mean
like
common with all the students?
yeah.
Uh,
Do you ever
I
notice that?
don't. No, I think it's like the normal human problems that we have, like the stress for the jobs or problem with the girlfriends or boyfriends or things
Yeah,
like that, like common
that's
human
basically
problems.
how humans are. Look at that. You guys in Sweden are the same like we're in New York.
Yeah,
It's the same. It's the same again. It's the relationships. It's the
sorry.
work. Do you need to get some water? We'll take a water break.
Yeah, I got no. I have coffee here. I have
Yeah.
a fika with you, as we say in Sweden.
Let's drink some water.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You guys have the same thing in Sweden that we do in New York. See, the world is the same. Um, what would you say is the best part about traveling? Because you travel a lot, right? For your shows, for your performances. What is the best part about traveling that you like?
That's of course to meet new people. I mean, new cultures or new whatever it is. I mean, see new places and new people, learn new things about other culture. I'm like a freak of getting to know other cultures and how people works. So
Yeah, let's say you go to Italy, it's a different culture. You go to Poland, it's a very different
yeah,
culture, right? Every time you go somewhere, it's so different, right? They're
yeah,
not the same.
yeah. Some people are more reserved as we are, and then we have New York, like, come here, dance with me, they do this. I mean, very open-minded. So I mean, that's what I like the most of it. See how people work in different kind of the world, or Sweden, or Europe, Spain, or whatever, Germany. So
I was in Spain a long time ago. We had like a trip. I went to visit Spain. The people are very alive there. They're just
yeah,
like super, like they dance all the time. They're loud.
yeah,
They're they're really fun.
yeah, they're really cool. I love Spain. I love Spain. I like Barcelona, but
Barcelona,
Barcelona is
oh my
one of my favorite places in Europe for sure.
Yeah, it feels different, right? You feel like super fun there, and everyone I feel
Yeah,
like is into dance there. It's like the norm. They literally do it every day.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really cool. I love Barcelona. And
It's
Barcelona as well. If you go there, you have the ocean, the sea. You can buy things. It's like a metropole. They have, like, if you want to party, you can party. If you would like to go to museum, you can go to museum. If you like to hang out at the beach, you can be at the beach. I mean, it's like they have everything.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I like
yeah.
in Barcelona.
Barcelona,
The
definitely.
salsa, everything, bachata.
What about in Italy? Do they have salsa in Italy? Do they dance
Yeah, yeah,
salsa?
yeah. One of the best dancers. I haven't. Yes, I have been to Italy, but not for dance. But they have the best dancers in Europe, I would say.
Italy?
Uh,
No
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah,
Wow, I didn't
yeah.
know it's popular there too.
No, no, it's really, really big. It's really big. A lot of the pro dancer, pro, they live in Italy. I mean, the biggest maestros, they live there.
Wow, I'm like discovering all this. I didn't even know. For some reason, I
Mm.
only thought of salsa as like in Latin America or maybe in New York because it's super popular here, but I didn't really realize that Europe is also very into it. And they're loving it. Oh wow. Thanks
I
for
would say
sharing.
the difference maybe if you take Europe with the Latin America is Europe is maybe better technically, general, technically better. You know what I mean? Technically good,
Yeah, they learn
but
technique really well.
yeah,
Yes.
but Latin America had the sabor, the
The
more feeling,
flavor, they
the
just
flavor,
feel
yeah, the
it.
flavor. So we need to learn more from Latin America. I mean, to have this sabor, the flavor to put in the dance.
Oh my God, that's exactly true.
Because we just train here. A lot of people in Europe, they train very hard. They're very good studio dancers with the technique. We dance with ballet dancers. We dance with like jazz dancers. But sometimes I think we maybe miss some of
You
the.
don't have that
the
feeling, the free
uh,
feeling that
yeah,
the
yeah,
Latin dancers have
yeah,
from Latin America. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. It is a little bit of a difference. Well, that's probably like why it's becoming so popular here in New York because they're kind of introducing that more here, where you should like really feel it. You feel the beat. You can freestyle. You can it doesn't have to be so
yeah.
robotic.
But
Yeah,
but I
I
think
see
but,
what
but
you
I
mean.
think you guys in New York, you have a good flavor as well, I must say. Maybe because it's like a lot of different people there, and you're very open-minded, and you are more not so reserved maybe. So you have a good. When I was there, my opinion is you have a really good like sabor over there. I
Well,
like.
well, the dance school that we go to, that I go to, is Salsa Sabrosa, so we definitely learn sabor
Yeah.
right there. We do learn it, but yeah, it's a different vibe. Yeah, New York is a different vibe. They are a little bit more open here. They are a little bit
Oh,
more kind of. yeah, they enjoy it, they feel it, music a little bit
Yeah.
more. That's true. That's true. There is a difference. I didn't even think about that. For us, it's like the norm, but then to hear someone from Europe, it's you do have a little bit of a difference because like I grew up in Russia, and Europe is very more structured.
Yeah.
It's more everything is like, yeah, you learn specific skill set, you follow specific, like it's not as
Mm.
much of a feeling vibe like you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. And the next one I would say is if you could create one law or a rule that everyone in the world has to follow, what would it be?
Create like a quote. Create like
No, like a rule of life,
a
like a
rule.
law of life that everybody has to be kind or everybody has
Mm.
to
Okay.
wear a
Okay.
certain hairstyle, whatever.
No, then it would be. I think people they try to be like their role model or their idol, but nobody can be like him because he's the only one in the world that can be him, you know, or she or her, you know what I mean? So I mean, you should trust your own vibe. Just trust your own style, trust your own your own dance or your own whatever, wherever you are. I mean, because a lot of people, they were like, I would like dance to like him. My dream is dance like him, but nobody can dance better than him than he does because that's him. You can, every person are unique, and every person has their own style, their own savoir, their own flavor. So you should trust your flavor more than just want to be another person. You know what I mean? So that would
Yeah, you
be
should
the
try to be
rule, I
more
think.
yourself. You try to
Yeah,
be more
more yourself
yourself.
and believe in it, because it's not bad. All people, we are unique, and that's the coolest thing about people, because there's only one of you. And trust your style, trust your vibe, trust your brain, trust your dance, trust if you're a doctor, trust your skills, trust your if you're a teacher, trust the way you educate other people. Don't try to be like no other else. I mean, you can get inspired of them, but not try to be them. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So I
yeah,
would
try
like
to
to
be
say
more like
that.
yourself, accept yourself,
Yeah, like yourself.
and love who you are because there's only
Yeah.
one of you.
Yeah, of course. Now, sometimes the students say, I would like to dance like you. And then I say, I would like to dance like you do, because he has, or she has a great style. I mean, even though she or he has been dancing only for 1 year, she dance. I love how they do with the hair or the arm when they do like in chufe or sakala, whatever. So just believe in your movements. Then you can get inspired of me or Linnea, the girl that I dance with. With she's my girlfriend as well. So I mean,
Oh, do you guys are together? I wasn't sure if you guys are together or not. Oh, you guys are together. That's why you did so well. You connect really well.
yeah. So I mean,
Now we know. Oh, how long have you been dancing together with Linnea?
it's we have been dancing together maybe 4 years, but when we go into relationship, it's hard to say. You know, yeah, it's hard.
But you guys really a good match, like dance wise, like as dancers, like to watch you guys dance together, you like connect really well. You kind of like you have like a really good dance connection.
Yeah.
It's like you just flow.
No, I have learned a lot of her. She's one of my biggest inspiration when it comes to dance.
Really?
Sure, she is. She's also one of the best dancer I ever met. So
She does have that flavor when she
yeah, she
dances.
does.
There's a lot of flavor, and she
No,
definitely feels it.
yeah, she's so good. She's so good, and she never want to stop training. She's crazy. She can train for hours, for months. I mean, all the time. We need to do this. We need to do that. We need to do that. Now we need to be better in this. So she really raised my level of dancing since I met her.
Wow, I didn't think that was possible because you've been dancing a long time. And
But he has
then for
not been
someone
dancing.
new to come in and inspire you to get even better.
Yeah, no, she's crazy. She's so good.
Wow,
And
I didn't expect that answer. I thought that you're kind of helping her. Well, I guess you kind of help each other because you
we're
have
helping
different
each other.
styles. You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a
we
little
have
bit of a
different.
different movements, you have different backgrounds, and that's kind of how you
Yeah,
learn, right? Every time you learn something from someone else. Like you said before, like be yourself because you are the best
yeah,
dancer of your
yeah,
style.
yes. That's how it is. That's how it works.
That's what it is. You're the best dancer of your
Yeah.
style. No one can dance like Linnea.
N-
No one can dance like you. Like no
Nobody
one
does like
can
you. You're the
like
best
me.
in your style. So just believe it. Just believe it. Get inspired of a lot of people, but you're the best in your style. Nobody can be you.
That's such a good tip because I feel like a lot of times when we are going to class to learn something new or with anything, doesn't have to be dance, it could be anything. First thought is, oh, I want to be like that teacher. Oh, I want to be
Yeah.
that, and you never think about your own ability, your own skill set. Just
Yeah.
because you don't have years of training doesn't mean that you also have your own skill set, your own kind of like good tips on how to do it yourself, which no one else knows.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Oh my God. Okay, so I think we have to wrap this up. It's almost an hour. This has been so much
What?
fun. I want to talk another five
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, me too. It was so cool.
Thank you. But before we go, is there anything that you would like to say, like a message to the world, or anything that you want people to know about life, or anything, any messages at all? Anything else you want to share with the world?
I think I have said the most of the things that I stand for, what I believe in. So
Yeah, it's been
maybe that we,
beautiful.
yeah, maybe that we talked about that. Just believe in your style and just believe in it, because nobody can be better than you are in your style. So
Oh,
whatever
believe,
you
like
do,
don't be shy about it. Like believe in it that
yeah,
it is a good style. It is like whatever you have to offer is good enough.
yeah, it is. Otherwise, you get too stressed about things, and yeah, you know what I mean. So
Oh my
and
God.
and and
Well,
and and, and, and also all dancers. Sometimes if I say to dancers like to students like raise your arm like that, they can feel shy. Oh no, it feels bad. It looks awful. But all the new movements are are a step to the perfection. So you should just embrace all the new movements or whatever you do in life. I mean, if you're a doctor or teacher, all the all the things that feels bad, that you're not normal to do, it's a step to perfection. So just embrace it. Don't be afraid of it. Just do it. Put the arm in the air in some kind of rumba movement or whatever. But maybe it looks bad, but it's a step to the perfection that you want to have it. So just embrace all the new things in life. So it will be perfect. Don't be afraid to feel awkward, because the awkwardness it is just a step to the perfection.
oh my God, yeah, that's exactly true. That's so funny because I actually had Renzo, my teacher, on the podcast also, and he said the same thing. He said, "You're gonna look silly in the beginning. You're gonna look
Yeah,
silly. That's just how it is. But
yeah, it
don't be
is.
afraid to look silly because that's the step of how you will grow. If
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't,
exactly.
you're never gonna grow."
No, that's it.
Oh my God, I'm gonna send you the interview with him. You guys, you guys are similar.
Cool.
He said the same thing. He's like, yes, you will look silly in the beginning. You will
Yeah,
look awkward. That's the
yeah,
norm. But
yeah,
but if you keep practicing, if you keep going, that's how you'll get better. If you never
yeah.
learn, if you never try, you're
Of
never
course.
gonna get better.
Yeah, it's like when you're kid. From the start, you can't speak, but you try to speak when you're kid. I mean, you say words wrong. You see the grammar or not good. But I mean, after a while, as a person, you start to speak correctly. It's the same thing. But when we're kids, we don't care. We just speak with a few words that we can, and after a while, it's a sentence. And after a year, or I mean, after a couple of years, then you speak like fluently, and you can express yourself in the way you want. So just embrace the awkwardness and the silliness, and just a step in the progression.
Yeah, exactly. When we're kids, we don't know what we're doing at all. We're
No,
learning
we just do
everything.
it. Yeah, we run, we fall, we hit our head, and then okay, back again.
We're on with That's exactly it. We get it wrong all the time,
Yeah, I mean, I think
but we keep going.
yeah, I think it's grown up things. We're afraid of the to feel silly or feel like awkward in somehow.
Yeah, I'm like that. Sometimes, like if I want to try something new, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like I wanted to try ice skating. I was like, no way, I don't know. And then it took like my friend was like, just do it, just do it. Okay, you'll get it
Yeah.
wrong, just do it. But you get it better. And then I took the class, and it was like you said, it was not as bad as I was making it out in my
Yeah.
mind. It was actually super fun, and I was
Yeah.
like panicking for no reason. I was like, I should have done this work earlier.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, and I didn't know that. And I like your stories that you tell in your mind is like, oh, this is going to be difficult, or this is going to be like bad, this is going to be like impossible. It seemed impossible, and then I get to it, and I was like, this is fun. This is
Yeah.
super easy. It's not that bad at all. I mean, it wasn't easy. It takes time to practice, but it was way more fun than I thought it would be. But yeah, it's like you said, sometimes the stories in your mind just change the story and
Yeah.
just go for it, just do it, and you'll be
Yeah.
surprised. Sometimes you'll be surprised that it
For sure.
actually might be a lot easier than you think, a lot more fun than you think. And even if you mess up, even if you fall, because I did fall, even if you fall, you get back up.
Yeah.
You get back up and you learn. Well,
That's how
thank
it
you
is.
so much for your time. I'm gonna let you go. It's been like a whole hour. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We chatted for a whole hour. Thank you so much for everything. And I hope that you continue to grow and learn with your dance school in Stockholm with Linnea, and hope everything kind of grows and expands for you guys. And I hope you visit New York again, because we will
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely love to have you guys here and at our socials and dance with us. And um, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. And I will contact you if I come back to New York next summer. And if you guys are in Sweden, you guys who listen as well, just contact me and we go out dancing or whatever
That's
you want
it.
to do.
Ah, oh my God, this is amazing. It's the plan. It's a plan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, guys, check out the Stockholm Salsa Dance School if you want to learn more about what they do there. If you are in Sweden, go check out the classes.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram, junior.linnea, double N-double-N-E-A, Linnea. Junior,
Junior.Linnea,
that's basically it in Instagram, I think.
Junior.Linnea on Instagram. Yes, follow them on
Yeah,
Instagram at Junior.Linnea. And their school is a Stockholm Salsa Dance School.
Salsa dance. Yeah.
Salsa Dance School. But yeah, their Instagram is definitely, I think, the quickest way to connect with you guys. Yeah, Junior.Linnea. Everybody go follow Junior.Linnea.
And if you're in Sweden, text me and we hook up and we go dancing or whatever you want to do here in Stockholm, Sweden. Yeah.
Sounds awesome. All right. Thanks so much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.